Namaste, Jai Bharat. You see, President Vladimir Putin has not practiced yoga for a long time. So, when you call him a dead economy, he gets angry. He will go over reply and even do it. You don't underestimate Russia. He is not a yogi like my Prime Minister Modi. He is a yogi, so it doesn't make any difference to him. He is unaffected by whatever you say. But President Vladimir Putin is not a Hindu. He has not practiced yoga like my Prime Minister Modi. He will get angry. And when he gets angry, he will reply. And then that agitates President Trump. He says, I'll send him a nuclear submarine. So what? Who are you threatening? When Russia sends, they will send in more numbers. And they are much stronger than America. Again, whatever is the case. When it comes to action, the Russians are much stronger than the US people. For various reasons and historical reasons. America has money. That doesn't mean that they have fighting power and fighting spirit. These things are different things. What appears at the surface level may be much different from what is at the deeper level. So he would get angry. And then the US is telling we are sending submarines. But then the erstwhile president, who is now in charge of some kind of intelligence, I don't want to go into the details. So I just slipped his name from my talks. Medvedev, I suppose. He says that these two nuclear submarines were already stationed in their place, and now you don't threaten this. We know. Russia says we know where you have put which things and what all things where you put. Which are the parts of the world you put what all things. We know much better than you know. And what we do, you try to find out. These things are nothing new. And who are you threatening? You're threatening nuclear war. And they have a kind of secret weapon, Russia. And Medvedev said that. See, even if you destroy the entire Russia, kill all the authorities, there's an automatic system which will send nuclear weapons to pre-designated spots, which would destroy whosoever is in their mind. No one knows. That's their secret. They have such weapon. They have a name for that. That again skips. So Medvedev says that. Don't forget that. You destroy the entire Russia, put several nuclear bombs, and eliminate Russia from the surface of the earth. Then this is an automatic system generated, and that will automatically send devastating nuclear weapons to predesignated places no one knows. And what will happen to the world? Just because a person's or some people's spurious ego, you want to kill many other people who, many of them just began their life. Many of them are children going to schools with all kinds of hopes to future. Many people are just married. They wanted to have families with children. And that's how civilization goes forward. And just because of your ego, you are threatening destruction of the world. This is what happens when you threaten. You threaten a country like Russia with nuclear arsenal. I am sending this. What the hell? You have lived your life. I have lived my life. But then others have a right to live. Just because of your ego, don't destroy the life of the people. Those have a life ahead of them. We all have lived our lives. And no harm. What happens? No regrets. No more ambitions in life. I want this, I want that. No need. Remain satisfied in whatever we have as a comfort. And personally, we are all comfortable. Many of us are comfortable. We don't want anything more. And there are people out there in the world who really strive forward, especially in the corporate sector. People work hard, hoping to have a wonderful life. Let them have such wonderful life. Let them live in this world and enjoy the beauties and comforts of this human existence and live happily. Happiness is only a temporary phenomenon, but let them enjoy that temporary happiness to its highest point. Just because you finish living your life and you are so unhappy with others, you can't get your youth back. It's a wonderful thought to get the youth back, but then it's also an equally foolish thinking and to not entertain such thoughts. So you can't get your youth back, so don't be angry on the youngsters. Let them live. You have lived, now it's their turn. Let them live. So do not think about destroying the civilization. I will put nuclear missiles or nuclear arsenal. I have deployed 2 nuclear submarines. For what? You know well that you can't operate them, and if you operate them, you will be in such soup that becomes irredeemable, irreparable. So let's be very sincere, let's be very sensitive to our own selves. Let's be honest to oneself when one speaks. And this all comes from the Bharatiya philosophy, which is not available to you. Maybe they are taught in some universities of you, but then you must have never gone that side. We shall meet again with some other thought. Namaste. Jai Bharat, Jai Sri Ram.